Hey guys, it's Courtney from the Ivy League, and today I'm going to talk to you about fatigue in nursing school. So this picture was taken by one of my good friends on the nursing program, and it was not my finest moment, but we had been waiting for hours to do a check-off or something. I don't even remember what we were doing, but they planned it out during the day so that we had this huge 3-hour break, and I got everything done that needed to be done for the next few weeks even. So I thought I'd take a little nap because I was super tired. But today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about some of the things that can cause fatigue during nursing school and some things that can help, because the struggle is real in nursing school. So a few of the things that can cause fatigue in nursing school, obviously lack of sleep, but there are some things that can be causing that. The first one is just the amount of studying that you have to do, or the amount of assignments that have to be done. You know, staying up until 3 or 4 in the morning trying to get those done can really take its toll, especially during the day. Worrying about tests, tossing and turning all night, that's another one. Long clinical shifts, if you're working your 12-hour shifts, like our clinicals for critical care, peds, and community health are all 12 hours. So that's a huge chunk of time during the day that we have to spend doing that. During those clinical shifts, you're running around, you're getting things for patients, you're watching procedures, you're doing all sorts of stuff. So that also can make you very, very tired. It's emotional, nursing school. So, if you don't pass the test, like I said, you're already worrying about that. So, you meet patients, there's drama in nursing school. It just can get really emotional. And so that can wear you down as well. Also, the big one, no time for physical activity. Make time. You have to make time for that. That's not something that you may be able to just do on the fly. You may have to schedule that. So I'm going to give you some tips on things that you can do to combat nursing school fatigue. The first one, organization is key. You have to be organized. You have to know when your assignments are due. Leave nothing to the last minute. Get everything done early in advance. You don't want to be staying up until 3 or 4 in the morning, because that is going to wear you down super quickly. And the second thing is surround yourself with energizing scents, but not overbearing. One that I've found that I really like is a little bit of lemon essential oil. And I actually went out to Lush and bought lemon essential oil soaps. And I made my own cuticle butter so that I can smell it on my hands at clinical or school or whatever. Lemon is my favorite, and it's super energizing, like oranges, citrus fruits, that kind of stuff. Grapefruit's a good one. So instead of coffee, which I'm sure you might be living on if you're further enough along in nursing school, I don't drink coffee. So I've chose something that has vitamins in it and amino acids that does have caffeine in it, but I don't drink it later at night. I usually will drink one in the morning, and that's it throughout the day. It's like a one and done kind of thing, and it's only one. So I drink Spark, and I drink one serving of it, and then that's it for the rest of the day. I don't drink anything else. And when I get home from clinical or school and it's time to go to bed, I'm out. So I found that works really well for me. Also, in that same vein, I guess, you can take B12 complex is really good for energy, or just a super B is really good too. Vitamin C is good and keeps you from getting sick a little bit, kind of boosts your immune system. Those are good. The next thing we already talked about before, but schedule time to get some physical activity in, even if it's walking around your neighborhood for 20-30 minutes, whatever, just do something. So with that organization, we talked about, knowing what's due and being able to get things done before they're done. So turn those assignments in early if you can, and that way they're off, they're off your mind. You've gotten them done and you're not worrying about that. Along that same line, for tests, break up your study time throughout the semester instead of trying to cram all in one night. Studies have shown that breaking it up actually helps you with retention anyways. So, breaking it up throughout a few weeks or whatever instead of trying to study, 4 days before the test would be really beneficial, especially for getting fatigued. So the next one, it goes without saying, I think, but we kind of lose sight of it a lot, is to keep a positive attitude. Nothing will get you down quicker than having a negative attitude. You know how kind of when something bad happens and you think, oh, everything's happening to me today that's been bad, and it just kind of snowballs from there. And so keep a positive attitude no matter what happens during your day. Kind of try to find something positive about each day. If you have a calendar, you can write the positive things in your calendar that you've done or that happened or whatever, so you focus on the positive rather than the negative. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to talk about is to avoid things like Benadryl or things like that. Those tend to leave you feeling really hungover the next day. So I avoid those personally, just because I don't like feeling hungover at school. And I feel like they slow me down a lot. So I just avoid stuff like that. And by drinking my caffeine earlier in the morning instead of at night, I'm typically not up all night anyways. The next thing would be to eat balanced meals or any meals. So often during nursing school, it's so easy to, you've gone 8 hours or whatever, and you look down at your watch and you realize that you haven't eaten all day. That will really fatigue you because your body isn't getting the nutrients it needs. So that's another thing. Eat balanced meals. Eat frequently. If you don't have a lot of time during your clinical, take some kind of balanced nutrition bar and eat that if you need to. So the last thing is to take breaks. And that also goes without saying, but you'd be surprised how many people don't take breaks during clinicals. Even if it's like 5 minutes, even if you have to go in the bathroom with your earbuds and watch some kind of YouTube video or whatever, just do it. Just take some breaks and just take a breather, take a moment, and just recenter and refocus. So these are things that have worked for me throughout nursing school to help combat fatigue. So I hope that you guys get some use out of them. If you guys have any ways that you keep from getting fatigued during nursing school, make sure you leave them down below and make sure you click like and subscribe. Thanks guys, bye.